Touchdown, baby! We're bringing it in hot. Welcome to the home button. I'm your host, Joey Palumbo, and today I'm in a different chair because it's Pete Perry's last episode. Hi, Pete.
Hi.
So I'm not in the host chair today because Pete is going to be guiding us through some military sims, starting with Arma 3. To my right, hey, Colby.
Hey, Joey.
What's going on?
Not much.
Are you excited to blast some fools today in a realistic military setting?
I'm excited to see Pete Perry blast some fools.
Oh, everybody's going to be blasting fools
We're all
today.
going to be blasting fools together. And it's going to be a great time. Let's get in the chat real
We'll be
quick.
your spotters.
Touchdown is a lot like fetch. I don't know what that means. Anyway.
So Arma 3 is still booting up. I've got a lot of mods loaded in right now, so it might take a few minutes to get the initial boot up.
We'll just look at the loading screen because it's
yeah.
cool looking.
I think he's making a Mean Girls reference.
Ah.
If I had to guess. Odd.
Interesting.
Odd choice, but okay.
That is odd. Anyway, if you're not joining us live in Twitch chat, you're watching the show wrong. We do it every other Thursday at 8 p.m. Get here or be square. That didn't rhyme, but you know what I mean. So what we're going to do today is Pete's going to just drop into a scenario and make a war for us to watch.
Yep.
So we're going to cause a war right here.
Yeah.
On the
Right
show.
here on the show.
Yeah,
War
it's like that
Games,
movie
baby.
War Games with like the Matthew Broderick, just like that, but with like smaller scale and in Eastern Europe instead. So I just put this kind of short, I guess I'd call it a mission together, just to show off some of the basic features of the game, so I can kind of show a quick mission just to get through some basic stuff.
Gotcha.
Sorry for this.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone loves that. It's the favorite. It's the best part. That's your touchdown.
This is my catch sound phrase.
Yeah, so when I
It's Foley rustling.
see Arma stuff, this is the coolest part about the game to me.
Yeah.
Is the fact that you can just take these huge scale maps that are like what?
Yeah, so
What
this
is that?
is,
Like-
let's see.
It's just
Each of these dots is like a person, and then that's the size of one of the probably larger maps in the game. This is actually a map from Arma 2 that they brought back to Arma 3.
Is this
in
the
mod.
DayZ map?
Yeah.
I got you.
Yep.
Got you. Cool.
Or
I
if
know-
not,
I
it's
know
like
well.
they
Is this
based the DayZ
Chernobyl?
map up. Yeah, this is
Okay.
Chernobyl.
Yeah, this is.
So
this is
I
the
think
DayZ map.
some people use like Chernobyl Isles or Redux or something like that,
Gotcha.
but it's the same basic idea.
So
So this mission, I'll just run you through it super quick. There's a convoy over here. I told them to move up through this road, and then my troops are up in this hilly area right here. I'm gonna lay some mines and explosives and stuff, and then set up an ambush and try and knock out the artillery that's moving through the area.
okay.
What do you like derive your appreciation for milsim games from?
I don't really know. I was thinking about it today, and it's this weird thing where I don't want to say I'm anti-military or anything like that, but I'm definitely in terms of large-scale military, more of a pacifist, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always been kind of strange to me that I've always had this really strange, or not strange, but fascination with milsims and that kind of stuff. It
Yeah.
doesn't really align with my political beliefs all that much, but it's really fun. So, and it's all virtual, so it's not like I feel guilty about it.
Yeah, exactly. All right. But I guess how far back to for you what were some of the earlier games you were playing that were?
I used to love Medal of Honor and that kind of stuff when I was a really young kid, when those games were first coming out. So those are probably my earliest quote unquote milsim games.
Gotcha.
So right now I'm just splitting my group up into units.
I see that team red, team green,
Oh,
team
yeah.
blue.
Yeah, which
Yep,
you
CC.
can't see, but we
Yeah.
can.
Yeah, so there's a little thing on the bottom to the left where it's just each of my troops, and then they have color-coded numbers so you can tell what group they're in. So I'm gonna move this group here. I'm gonna move this group there, and then I'm gonna keep my group on me, but move these two guys.
And those are your units there, the blue
there.
guys.
Yeah, so all these little blue guys moving around are my units. The one with the red circle was me.
I like that they're blue because I can see them.
So that's honestly the biggest thing about all the Arma games and all these milsim games, but particularly Arma, is they simulate running really well. So you just run for ever. It's like
Right.
Forrest Gump simulator.
I remember
You're just
when-
spending forever trying to sprint around the map.
I remember when 3 was coming out and they were like, we have 7 stances you can take
Yeah.
at any time. And I was like, okay, yeah. Yeah, it's
no.
so much.
Oh no. I'm just watching the icon cycle in the corner.
Yeah.
Just
It's a lot. I remember like people being like, "That's awesome," and it is. Like I think
Yeah.
it's just cool.
Pick a flower. Wait, what?
No, he's putting IEDs
Oh,
down.
Yeah.
right. Okay.
Um,
Forgot that was part of the plan.
yeah. Yeah, it's this weird thing where I played this game I just hit 300 hours like last week, I think. And I just figured out how to use that a few weeks ago, probably.
What, setting teams?
Setting teams too, actually,
Gotcha.
but moving around like that.
Yeah,
And it's like this weird thing that I've always made fun of until I started using it. And I was like, oh wait, that's actually like amazing. Like that's so helpful when you're trying to get around like a weird cover thing. You can like angle your guy, like
Gotcha. So you can
like
kind of
noodle him around a
Right,
corner,
like
kind
you can
of.
have the upper half of your body around something while not
Exactly,
exposing
yeah.
Gotcha,
your,
that's cool.
your
Yeah.
legs.
And because it's in like 2 axes, you can kind of like tweak your way around different stuff too. That you wouldn't be able to if you were just leaning or something like that.
That's so cool. Yeah, no, these games are definitely simulators.
Yeah, for sure. And it's weird too because I was having a discussion about this a couple days ago. I was talking to a bunch of people, and they brought up a good point that Arma's like, it's not a simulator in the same way that a lot of other simulator games are, where they're
Right.
trying to make a like perfect example of like what being in a real battle would look like. But it's a lot closer to being a real battle for like 100,000 different kinds of like armies and units and fights and missions and stuff.
Gotcha.
So it's less of like a perfect representation or whatever, but it's more of like you're able to make any kind of representation of whatever kind of battle you want. to.
Gotcha. Like before we started the show, he was just like messing around with like Nazis and like U.S. like soldiers. Like,
Yeah, I just
fighting
like
each
dropped
other,
like a bunch of tanks of both sides like right in front of each other and like
Yeah.
saw what happened.
You got destroyed.
The what was I gonna say? Oh goodness, I can't remember. Oh no, yeah, I played the alpha and the beta for
Whoa.
this game, and I had a good time with it. I just felt way like kind of over my head with a lot
Absolutely.
of the stuff, and because I knew I wasn't gonna buy the game, I was like I wasn't invested in it. But also, I was telling you that this game's kind of hard to run, or was at the time, and still kind of seems like it
Yeah.
is because the foliage is like crazy good in this game.
Yeah, just looking at it, I'm like, the grass is really, really pretty. I'm amazed at like the commands that you're giving out to all your people. Like it's just like everybody go into stealth mode and watch 5
Yeah.
o'clock, like, and then
Well, that's
hold
the
your
thing
fire
is, like-
until like.
You have to spend so much time in this game just to get comfortable in the sense that like you can navigate your way through the menus in a fast enough time that you can react to like whatever's going on around you. So like if somebody comes over the hill, I have to tell all of these guys to open fire. Like they won't do it on their own.
It's like
Gotcha.
it's like the Dota of shooters.
That bee that was just on the corner of your screen.
Oh, there's the
There you go.
convoy.
There's the first
Mind
guy.
blowing.
So there's some mines right over there he's gonna hit. And then I'm gonna, yep. And then they're almost coming up. I don't know why they just stopped like that, but. Oh, and then I died.
How did you die?
I don't know.
Did you still have
Alright.
a mine on you that you accidentally detonated?
No, because they only go off if you put them down.
Okay.
But yeah, so then the funny thing about
Captain
Arma is it just takes whatever your computer name is and makes it your profile name unless you make a new profile otherwise. So it's always
Pete.
just like Captain Pete.
I love it.
Captain Pete sounds like a pirate themed restaurant.
Come on down to
Kids
Captain Pete's.
entertainer.
All right,
Arr, it's Captain Pete.
so that's just like a super basic like walkthrough of some of the
Well, it was real
features.
cool watching him blow him up and set the trap.
So I can have you guys play this one, or you can make a new one if you want.
Oh, me play.
I'll play.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Joey play.
Okay, so I can give you some like basic instruction to run
All
through
right, let me
it.
just make sure I'm not gonna.
Here, if you can scooch over
Destroy
towards me a bit too.
your cables
Yeah.
a little bit.
Goodbye, Joey.
All right, goodbye, Colby.
Nice having you over here.
All right, what do I do?
Okay, so you can just go down to play a scenario on the bottom right corner.
All right, I'm just gonna keep all my troops with me at all times.
Yeah, if you want to, yeah.
If
So
you
just
go ahead.
so yeah, so just run towards that thing down there.
The if you want to means you definitely should not.
Yeah, it's the you're definitely gonna die that way, but like yeah, why not?
Do you remember America's Army?
Yep.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
love
that game was used as like
My
a
dad used to
like
play
a
that game.
training
Yeah, I
simulator.
remember going to stuff all the time where they'd be like, "Hey, want to come play America's Army for free? Want to join the real army for free?"
Body.
It's like,
Didn't
I-
GameStop used to like give that game out for free, like at the counter?
GameStop.
oh really? I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
I think so.
I think GameStop used to just
Damn.
give out like discs of it
Military
as like an
industrial complex,
agreement.
everybody.
I used to have it. Make meals play. I'll play a scenario. I'll do one that isn't this one or something like
Yeah.
later on.
Could you
Alright.
possibly set up a situation in the editor have Meals not see what's going on, and then have Meals
Try
like,
and muscle
yeah.
my way through it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Could absolutely do
I'm
that.
down with that.
What do I
Cool.
do?
So there's going to be people coming this way on this road, the opposite direction you're facing. So you just need to set up somewhere and ambush them, really. Yeah, not be like in the
And
center of the
do you-
road.
And like you have no indication of like when they're coming, right?
No, not at all. Unless one of your
How do I
troops
set
sees them.
those traps?
So just the scroll wheel is like how you interact with most things in Arma. So you just
Gotcha.
need to run over to wherever and then press space.
Oh, okay.
Good
And
job,
then
Joey.
don't hit touch off bombs, otherwise that'll blow you up.
Oh,
Well, it'll blow up the bombs that are down.
yeah.
Wait, which button is?
This is just all the scroll wheel commands.
Oh, okay.
All right, boys.
And this
Oh,
is,
you can set a timer on these.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
for some reason though, one of the strangest things about Arma is that all the bombs have a 40-second timer.
Huh.
Like
Weird.
no matter what bombs they are,
Can
no
you
matter
change
what
the
mods
timer?
you get, nope.
Huh.
No matter like what mods they're from, no matter whatever, they all have 40-second timers. And I'm
But
assuming
it-
there's some way to change it.
It must
but-
be engine related. Like it's just like that's what they set, and like it's
Yeah.
like weirdly like spaghetti
All right.
coded into the game.
How can I select people and change their team?
So if you hit F1 through 9, or just kidding, F1 through 10 is all the guys down there.
Gotcha.
Okay, so we got Pete. I'm not gonna.
Shevchenko.
Rez
yeah.
and.
This is a Ukrainian team in a shocking turn of events.
Okay. you ever
So
play-
then you got to do
I got it.
Control F1.
Yeah, I figured it
And
out.
that's a quick like hotkey to do it.
Did you ever play Medal of Honor Airborne?
Yeah.
I loved that.
Yeah, where you could like drop in and
Yeah.
like parachute and
That's,
figure
like,
out like where
all
to
the
drop
game
in.
was, yeah.
it was just like that. It was like, oh, you can fight afterwards, I guess.
Yeah. Like it was so.
Sorry, now how do I move them?
Okay, so then go to your map. It's probably the easiest way to do it. And then just select a team by doing Shift, whatever the number is of the team. So like Shift F1 or 2, and then just click somewhere in the map.
And is that what you were doing earlier? You like
Yeah.
selecting teams and like telling them to go to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I played this a handful of times this morning too, so I just got like all those key commands down super quick.
Got you.
Go, my children. Go.
Okay, so your target is. Oh no, okay. So last time your target was seen, it was 2.1 kilometers that way.
Okay.
How do I crouch?
Z is drop to prone, and then I think X is crouch.
I'm
And then you can hit C, and that'll like bipod you down to the ground.
Gotcha.
Like rest your gun.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
So that's like super accurate shooting.
And so to scroll now, if I want to take out these bombs, I just scroll and then press space with the gotcha.
One thing you might want to do, so if you hit the tilde key, it selects everybody, and then just do hold fire. That way you can like ambush them and just hit open fire whenever you want them to shoot. Just make sure you hit open fire before you shoot.
Oh, okay. This is. It's pretty complicated.
Yeah.
It's really easy
remember,
once you
like,
like
I
get
remember-
it, like because it's just like
Yeah,
play a lot of
I think I just
RPGs,
had to have it in
so
my
it's all
hand.
policies, yeah.
So then a lot of other stuff you can do. I don't want to screw you up too bad.
Can I like point to an area and tell a squad to go there? Okay, cool.
Yeah, so if you just select the squad and then I think move there is the default like selection. Yeah,
Oops.
and then just hit triangle or not triangle, space bar.
Don't send them onto the mines, Joey.
I didn't. How do I select the team again?
Oh, there it goes. Oh boy. Tilde. Just select everybody.
Hold on a second. I'm just gonna.
Направление 100 метров. Прием.
All right. Well, there's
All
one.
right, so
I think you got two.
tilde and open fire. There you go.
Второй, третий, четвертый, пятый, восьмой, девятый.
That's it. One of the other things I like about Arma is that the default AI is like so dumb sometimes.
Oh my god!
Are those Sam rockets?
It's a BM-21 like Katyusha rocket artillery
okay.
weapon thing.
What? Was he gonna use that against me?
He was trying to.
Blow out the tires of one of the trucks, but like leave everyone alive.
Yeah, so that's another cool thing about Arma is it's got really realistic tire physics for like explosions and stuff. So you can, it's hard to shoot tires out of big trucks like in real life, but if you use an explosion near them, the concussion will just like blow the tires out of everything.
Oh, okay.
How do I
How are
select
the-
the teams again? Sorry.
Shift and then whatever.
Shift.
And then
Yeah.
the functions.
Gotcha.
And then if you hit 2, like just the 2 key, when you have a team selected, you can tell them who to shoot or who to target.
0, 5,
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So that's really what this game is if you're doing like a squad leader kind of thing. Like I have it set up right now. You're not really doing so much fighting as you are telling other people who to fight.
Yeah. Do you
There's a lot of like command stuff, which is actually another reason I like Milsim games a lot, because it's this weird opportunity for like that kind of leadership without actually like
that
joining the
have
real
it?
army.
Yeah.
I don't like that flaming corpse in this passenger
Oh,
seat.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah, I'll get ready for Rising Storm.
brutal.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, Rising Storm is like people will like get lit on fire and then scream.
Yeah.
And
I
like your
remember
lens will
playing-
get blown off and like, yeah, it's pretty
Yeah, I
awful.
remember playing the first
I
Red
think that
Orchestra
guy's
game.
dead.
I'm just trying to get him. I'm just trying to really make sure. Oh, my people are killed in action.
Oh yeah, you had a bunch of guys dead.
Ooh.
You actually lost the whole team.
Oh no,
How?
Joe.
I don't know. You had them someplace weird, probably.
There's weird Dota logos next
Let's
to their...
regroup, everybody. On me.
Hero moments are back.
That's the combat thing. So there's different stances too. You can be in stealth, combat, aware, or safe. I think. Stealth is stealth, obviously. Combat is like taking cover and fighting.
How do
and
I
then,
man this vehicle?
You are so dead.
No way, dude.
There's a machine gunner in the back, but go up to the door, the other door. You have to get in from the right side, and then, yeah. I don't think I've ever actually shot one of these before. Yeah, get to gunner seat.
What are these hexagons on the screen?
That's your
Oh, the-
units. Yeah.
Oh, I thought your team was dead.
Not everybody, no.
Oh,
just
I'm in the
most of
gunner
them.
seat.
So now you can go to the
Oh.
artillery computer
Ah.
and call in. Actually, call in Artie on that guy if you can. No, you're too close. See where you can call it in. Just point somewhere really far away. Like zoom out more. There you go.
Oh my.
Oh, there's the range.
Yeah, so you just gotta be outside of that circle. Or in the middle of the two.
Fire!
You just shot one.
Oh, I only shot one.
I think so, yeah. There it is.
Yeah.
Oh, oh yeah, there it
It's going
goes.
down.
Oh, there's still people fighting.
Oh yeah.
Where is the enemy?
What's your guys' bid? There's a bunch of guys
gotta
over
be
there,
back there,
and there's some
yeah.
people in the valley.
Yeah,
down
it's
there.
a war zone, Joey.
Let's go!
Treat it like a playground. Do you find more people play this online, or do they do a lot of the PvE stuff too? Or what?
There's like two different camps in this game. There's the PvE and the PvP camp.
Yeah.
A lot of people get into the really, really great like unit community. So there's people that'll make like units, and you'll have like your squad that you log in on like Thursdays or whatever. And like you and like your squad play as like a reconnaissance squad and like some larger unit, and then like you do your thing every week or every whenever. You know what I mean?
So like, do you like?
There's a lot of like that kind of like hardcore role playing.
So like Arma's very mod centric. So like like people just like make scenarios. Like they'll just like make a scenario. You can just like go download it.
Yeah,
load it
so
up.
that's oh shit. That's kind of the other part, sort of the other side of the camp.
You guys really
is you have the
determined.
like single player and multiplayer modders. Yeah, so that's like a great example.
no,
Like Arma
I cannot
AI
get
is like you'll set off a bunch of bombs and like have this huge ambush, and then you like turn the corner and there's like two guys just like sitting in a truck. Like,
Joey got
what
shot.
what if they don't see us?
That guy turned and looked at you and was like, "Hi." What's up?
Would you like a ride somewhere?
What's over there? There's one more of those
Man,
rocket trucks.
like dumb thing to say, but this is like bringing me back to like playing airsoft with my buddies.
Yeah, that's honestly probably part of it too for me.
Yeah.
It's like exactly that. Like
Like
hang
my-
out with my friends and just like shoot each other there.
I had my
sometimes.
like one friend who had like a bunch of
Yep.
land, and we'd go to his house
Yep.
and just play in the woods.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah, so if you hop in the back of this one, you just run over one of you guys. If you hop in the back of this one, you can shoot it, the RPG on the back of it.
Oh, that
yeah.
angle of his wrist.
Yeah, that looks really bad. That's some stalker risk stuff.
Hey, Stalker
So-
2 coming 2021.
I'm pretty stoked about that. Get in.
Oh, you just told somebody to get, oh yeah.
Get in.
Get it?
Oh yeah, so now one of them will be the gunner,
Hell yeah.
and then they can shoot it whoever it is. You gotta stop for them to get in. So see how it says mount? That
Yeah.
means they're still trying to mount it.
Oh, okay.
And they'll have the
Oh.
Jeep logo like you have once they're inside.
Gotcha.
Those guys also might be dead.
The guy with the right.
Oh, no, you're dead.
The AI's bad, they're not
That
that
was
bad.
great. I lived longer than you, Pete. All right, Meals, your turn.
I have to have Pete set something up.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. I'm gonna eat some chocolate while we're just hanging out.
All right, so
That's all we're doing. We're hanging out.
You're about to crush that whole bar, dude.
okay, so there's a
That's
bunch
it.
of maps we got. I have a whole set of World War II maps from across Europe.
I like World War II weaponry,
Cool.
so.
I
I'll
like that
do
it
it.
pinpoints like where it is.
Oh, I never noticed
kind
that
of.
before actually, which is weird because it's a big part of that. But anyway,
Are there any Pacific Front things you got? Like,
no, the
Okay.
only mod for this right now is called the Iron Front, and it's a Nazi Red Army mod
Gotcha.
mostly, but there's some U.S.
I'm
Army
down
in
with
there
European.
Let me know if you guys can hear me chewing.
I just what is it? Pacific Front doesn't get as much love as it
for
deserves.
Sure.
So
For sure.
There's a lot of maps.
Let's just do a small one. So let's go to.
Are these all custom
this one.
maps?
Yeah, these are all mods.
what is it? Call of Duty 2 had the best maps in it. It had
pretty sure-
Carentan, France, which was like my favorite map in any Call of Duty, and then they brought it back for World War II.
Yeah, that was amazing. I saw that.
As a pre-order bonus, though.
Yeah,
which
but then
sucked.
they
Man.
did put it in for the holiday stuff.
I played
too.
like 2
Actually, in
hours
that
of
case.
World War II. I liked it a lot, but I just stopped playing it.
There it ends. It's just-
Yeah, I stopped playing.
This
when
one's
the
got a lot of like
community
fancy kind
disappeared.
of.
Yeah,
City
Yeah,
stuff.
the
I'm
PC
so down with
community
that.
just fell off.
I really hope Black Ops 4 is a.
So,
Good
so
following
this is
on
what I
PC.
didn't understand. So, like, it brings you into this. Like, what is this like pre-screen for? Like,
Which pre-screen?
Like what
This?
we're looking at.
So
like
this
you-
is like where you would build that.
Okay, cool.
So you just start off with a blank map, and then let's
You
find
make
like
like a grid.
yeah, let's just find like a town or something. Actually, no, here we go. That's pretty cool.
This is very detailed.
Yeah. So
is
the other thing
pretty
is
nuts.
you have to learn how to read topographical maps
Yeah.
to play Arma. Like that's just like a thing you need to do. I got it in military school.
Good
but,
thing I was
like,
a Boy Scout.
Yeah. But like it just everything makes so much more sense when you know like kind of what you're looking at.
What
Man.
Right, yeah, you were in a like military high school, right? Like what? Like I
Yeah.
don't even know what like that's
I
called.
was in all boys military college preparatory academy.
Okay.
Shout
Do-
out Christian Brothers Academy.
Did like a good amount of people
Whip
from
this
your
guy into
school
shape.
end up going into the military, or do you?
No, they like tried to get us to all the time. So it was this weird thing where we're a military school and like everyone has that idea of like a military school. We're very strict and everyone was
Sure.
like, regimented, and it got that way at times. But like
You had swords, right?
yeah, like we had so my entire senior year I had a sword in my locker, and I would get in trouble if I didn't have it in my locker.
Fuck yeah, dude. It's the exact opposite of
Alright.
my experience. I had a sword in my locker and they were pissed.
Yeah, so we had like a
I
lot
brought
of
it
people
every day.
that would like come in and try and get us to join the military, and then no one really.
Gotcha. They had like
take-
recruiters.
They're like, you're
they had
halfway
recruiters
there,
coming in,
boys.
like, every day, or, like every few days, trying to get us to go to like West Point or something like that.
But West Point's in Vermont, right?
In New York.
Oh,
If you
it's in-
drop in 101st Airborne with like the para, like parentheses, do they drop in parachuting?
You can do that.
Oh my god. Look at all those boys.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's do that. It's a
Look at
good
all
idea.
those boys.
It's awesome.
I think that's how that works anyway.
What
We'll see.
what what was it? Oh, I was gonna ask you. Oh, that's awesome.
Either that or they just. Oh my god. That's so fucking cool. What is going on?
And then let's put some Nazis over here.
I want to kill him.
Oh man.
What's
This
the
is exciting.
what's the big military college in Vermont?
Norwich.
Norwich. I remember like somebody telling me that they're like those students, they don't have like any like branches or anything like that. They're like just like completely like not like non-contracted,
Oh, really?
like military, like
Oh, no.
they like are like waiting to like see like what branch like will take them.
Huh.
Yeah. Which I found interesting.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
But they like still have like their dress that they have to wear like all the time.
Yeah, it's still like military.
remember
dress.
I
Can
went
we
to
start
the
jumping in?
What's that?
Can we start jumping in?
That's what I just did.
Oh, okay,
Those
cool.
guys are the Americans.
Gotcha.
I went to the McDonald's.
Let me just
in,
make sure this works jumping in.
on Shelburne Road one night, and there were just a bunch of people in like very formal like military attire, and they were all like Norwich students, like with like prom dates, who were all in like their like very fancy
yeah.
dresses.
Sweet.
Oh, they're all, yeah.
Yeah, that was way too high up too.
I was about to ask if they actually gave us parachutes or if, like we're just free fall.
Oh, phone's going off here. Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go staple it to the wall now. We're in the middle of a production.
What kind of staples you got?
That's why I like check my phone all the time.
So when you're ready, you
Eating
just hit,
chocolate.
play scenario.
Yeah, eating chocolate, hanging out, calling this, hanging out. Play scenario.
Okay.
Joey just forgets to wear
So
pants
basic
one
controls
day,
are the
like-
same.
It's gonna happen.
Wes.
Left is shoot, right is aim. Yeah, that's move.
Well, you're in it now.
And, scroll wheel and then space real quick.
Quick.
There you go. Cool.
Oh, what did that do?
Open your parachute.
Yeah, you
Oh,
were
I
free
thought
fall.
Yeah, you
I
were
wa-
free falling and about to hit the ground.
What do I?
I would
can
assume it's WASD or maybe mouse.
It's really just kind of bringing me.
Yeah, you're gonna land on that roof
This
probably.
game does not do human anatomy good.
No, it does
Uh-oh.
not.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Or
Oh boy.
Roofs. Doesn't do roofs very
Uh-oh.
well
Nope.
either.
You're not
We're
supposed to be
getting
up
to
there.
that ground.
Hey.
Am I dead?
Might be.
Yep.
Yup.
Yeah, you died.
All right, let's try that.
One more
As
time.
your teammates
Yeah.
are falling into the forest behind you.
What happened to Captain Pete?
Yeah, so when you're ready,
Where's Captain
do the
Pete?
scroll wheel and then hit the
Okay.
space bar.
All right. I'll
You
try.
can give it a minute, I think.
Is that Gabe? Gabe's watching.
Gabe.
Gabe Rivas.
Oh, hey Gabe.
Hey, Gabe.
He liked our post on Twitter.
Oh,
so.
nice.
Nice. Welcome to our World War II extravaganza.
It's just like a
We're
roofing.
currently, this is the slowest. We're currently parachuting
Not
into
again, Captain Pete.
Hey, oh.
Captain Pete.
Okay.
You're alive.
Okay, I don't know where
You're
any of
good.
your guys
You're
are,
good.
but
Touchdown.
welcome to being a paratrooper.
Go to the map. Yeah, go to the,
somewhere around
oh, wait,
here.
look, straight up?
Yeah, if you go to the map, you can probably find them.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, they're all just kind of around. Okay, so they still are all
they're
parachuting.
running
They're
into
over
the
this
forest.
way.
Yeah, there they
But
go.
if you,
Oh, man.
All right. So I have
So-
Thompson.
there's a bunch of enemies across that bridge. You just want to take your guys across there
Yeah.
eventually.
If you, like, scroll the wheel, you should be able to get,
Okay.
like, regroup.
So
No, Meals, go set an example for your squad.
Or
Charge
that.
in.
I don't think I
Oh,
can.
what are you
Oh,
guys
yeah,
died?
2 got critical damage.
Oh no.
I don't think I can yet because maybe they haven't hit the ground.
Yeah, some of them are still on the ground. Yeah, 2's definitely dead. Yes, for a sit rep. He's
no.
gone.
2's KIA. 11's got
Like, how you
critical
doing,
damage.
2? Hey, man.
Captain Pete, we need you.
Okay, so.
There was one guy.
Oh, 2 of you guys are stuck on a tree. Yep. Okay. So what you can do is hit tilde, and that'll select everybody who's not stuck on a tree. Oh, and the guys who are stuck on a tree.
Okay.
And they're already regrouped. So
Yeah,
if you
they're-
hit
they're
8
coming on
now,
you.
you can pick whatever formation you want them in. I would do line or file, so hit 8 again,
8. Yeah. Okay.
and then that'll just put them in one row behind you.
Come on, guys. Let's do this. Me
And then
first.
if you look at the map,
Gabe, do
Each
you want
wanna
us to
go, like,
shoot the
across
ones
that
that are
bridge.
still in the
Right here,
parachutes?
yeah,
Gabe says shoot them. Should we go shoot the guys that are hanging
for
in the
desertion.
trees? For desertion.
Just whisper, "This is a mercy."
Yeah.
Just
This
end
is
them.
this is an immersive
Just cut me
experience.
down. You have a knife.
Okay. So is the bar
We're like 3
the
feet
bar
We
off
all have a
ground,
knife. I have a
like-
knife.
the bar that turns yellow, is that like an exhaustion meter?
Yep.
Okay.
And then sprinting really takes that down. Walking up really steep slopes really takes that down. Or getting shot really takes that down.
Do I
this-
have a secondary
That
weapon?
is
Not a good
horrifying. Just,
No.
There's definitely a machine gunner on the other side of that bridge.
That's what we're going to see.
I feel like I would get to this point and be
Andrew
like,
says you killed
know
them to
what?
boost morale.
I live in this town now.
That was a long
You
bridge.
guys have fun.
Actually, you know what? I might just. You want to back out and just start yourself on the other side so you don't have to walk across this bridge? This is super long.
No, this is the realistic World
Actually-
War II experience. Swim. Nope.
Come follow me, single file, boys.
This is like PUBG swimming. It's so slow.
Okay.
Yeah, this is not fun.
So escape.
So just do return to Eden
Smart
over there.
now.
We're working on it. We're developing a
should I
mission.
just? I can just like.
in front of
Can I
your
just
very
box
eyes.
select everybody here?
Yeah, so if you want to just grab all of them and then click or alt click them and then just drag them
Hold on,
down,
me.
they'll kind of like snap on the ground.
Oh, click
You
on.
got it, yeah.
And
And then
then-
just hover over them, hold alt, there you go. And then
Yeah, I got it.
towards the
right,
ground,
there you
yeah.
go. Yeah.
Let me do this
Put them
again.
like
They're inside,
12 feet off the ground. Not high
so-
enough
ouch.
to pull their
Okay,
chutes.
and then I can
Not
Just
low
put it-
enough.
just
Yeah,
put
you
a
can just
vehicle.
drag them like somewhere on the other side of that town, honestly, would be pretty good.
Make us drop onto that side.
And then if you do WASD, you can move around like laterally. Yeah,
I
so drop
definitely
them
still
like
want you to
in
drop
that
into that
courtyard.
field. Oh, hell yeah.
Over
dude.
here?
Right into
Oh,
that
yeah.
field right there.
Yeah.
Perfect. Get another squad, because it's 3 versus 1. So get another,
You
drop in
can,
another one oh first.
if you control drag, you can just copy them.
Are the Nazis going to be able to shoot you? Oh wait, you're not dropping.
Oh,
it.
never mind.
Okay,
Not
never
control
mind.
drag. Whoops.
Can I control Z?
Yep. It's alt drag maybe. Nope. That's height. I don't know where this is.
I really don't know what I'm doing anyway, so the odds are I'm gonna get killed. So
Oh, you know what? Actually, you can just double click. Just anywhere. Not on the guy.
Oh.
Anywhere but on that guy.
cancel. Okay.
Wait, can you give him a name?
Yep.
So what do I do? Just like,
Oh, so then go up to a green. Yeah, I'll show you that in a second, actually. So go up to
Humanize these
green,
boys.
like square there. There you go. Yep. And then go to the one where it's 3 guys standing next to each other, up on top. And then go
One
down
first.
and select hunter and first, or up to the top.
yeah.
There you go. And then click infantry and click the little arrow next to it. And then that was a rifle squad para. But if you're not going to drop them, just pick a normal one.
okay, HQ squad or I thought it was
rifle
a rifle
squad.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I think HQ squad is like officers and stuff.
Okay, cool. All right.
And then I would select both of those squads, since you have one that's AI now, zoom out a bit. And then just for good measure, go up to, see those footprints on the top right? All the way up
there.
underneath history.
To the
Yep,
left
to
one.
the left.
Oh, there.
Yep, there you go. Click that and then hit move. It's like midway down, underneath load and loiter.
Yep.
And just click that in the bridge. So that way that other squad will like move that way.
Oh, gotcha.
So they won't just like stand there.
Oh.
Yeah, and then just click.
Okay.
There you go. And then you can do the poison area.
Cool beans. Let's do this. Keep swimming. Gabe
Fuck.
said fuck.
Yeah, a little late.
Sorry.
We'll get there.
Whoops.
All right.
All right, boys.
They're just like, go, go, go!
Yeah.
All right, guys.
So
spread out.
basic stuff is tilde is select everybody.
Random directions.
Oh.
Avoid
wait,
my
I
gunfire.
forget how I like make a
Make a team.
or how I made them like follow me.
Regroup. So just
Scroll
scroll
down
down
and press
one.
space.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so those
How
are
do I
that's the
change
other
the
squad.
formation?
Tilde 8. And then you can do
Alright.
any of those ones,
Then-
but file's the one that like
Oh, this
is
is
easiest.
such a bad tactic. They're
Oh yeah. You're
everyone
just
just
gonna run
stand
over.
in the middle of the street.
It's
fine.
gonna work. It's gonna work. This is a realistic
Foolproof.
military experience.
So I would go over to the right over there and try and flank the other guys from the other direction. And one of the nice things about the World War II mods is that no one has any gear at all compared to like the modern ones. So you just get like the entire like bar. Usually you'll get just one of those little individual ones.
Okay.
That was a
But with
real
the World War
chill
II
rabbit.
ones, you can sprint for like hours and hours and hours. It's like, I have a gun and a backpack.
I have 10 GPS radio locators.
Yeah,
and
seriously. It's like I have
11
36
medical
pounds of
packs,
like
yeah.
plate armor on me
My
right now.
backpack weighs
Different
100 pounds.
stances. How do I, besides just this,
What do you mean, like the
like a crouch?
mid ones?
Like,
You have to
there
be
you go.
stopped to do those ones. But when you do, you can just do Control WS or AD. Yeah, then I would go. There's probably some guys around this corner. Yep. So yep, and then if you hold it and hit Shift, you hold your breath and like pay attention. You'll zoom in a little bit.
Oh,
Go.
no select fire on these
Oh
bad
wait.
ladies.
I think those are
Those are your guys?
friendlies.
Those are your guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, so where are the Nazis?
Nice.
Oh. You know what? I know what I did. Back out for a second.
Did you forget
Return
to put the
to
Nazis?
So-
Eden editor.
Yep.
These guys, the guys aren't like.
So there's 3 like classes of people in Arma of like units. Blue 4, Op 4, and Green 4. Blue 4 is like usually the Western units, aside from this time because the Nazis had gray uniforms and it like color codes better, I guess this way. That's the explanation they gave. And then Op 4 is like the bad guys usually, and then Green 4 is like the independents. But because of, again, the colors, they made the Americans independents, and by default, they're friendly to the Blue 4. So you guys just like ran up to a bunch of like other friendly troops.
You're
and
like,
hey.
what's up, Nazis? It's the U.S. and the Nazi
Yeah,
meetup.
so you can just go to attributes up there on the top left, right above locations.
Some chocolate.
And then general,
Okay.
and then, yep, see so there's a handshake on blue.
Yeah.
Change it and it'll change the swords. There you go. And hit OK and
Yes.
try it again.
Hell yeah.
Are we gonna jump right back into where it was or restart?
No, it's gonna
It'll
restart.
restart,
It'll
yeah.
just restart back to the beginning. That's fine. You know what? This is not as bad as I thought it would be. Not bad, just complex.
Yeah.
Because this game is like good for a lot of reasons, or fantastic for a lot of reasons.
Yeah,
So with
and-
all of like the editing, we could potentially just sit here all night and just like create this like a bunch of objectives and like enemy squads and like your squads all like with their own
Yeah.
AI to move in and
Oh, yeah.
attack and like vehicles
Yeah.
and like let's do it. No,
So
I'm
the
kidding.
next, well, that's the next thing I'm going to show you. I'll let Colby play for that one. There's this thing I got where it's an artificial leader, and essentially what it does is flips this on you. So instead of you leading the squad, this leader leads the squad and then tells, or he'll lead like a whole side.
Gotcha.
And then tell, okay, so yes, you want to run into that corner quick. And he'll essentially say like, okay, I have these many tanks, this many like jeeps, this many units. I want this squad to move over here and recon, and I want this squad to move over here and attack these guys,
That's
and
crazy.
so on and so forth.
Just run.
Oh, I see a guy.
Yep.
On the right too.
Yep.
Oh.
Okay, and then switch your formation to line.
I did already.
To
What's
line
that?
or file?
Oh, gotcha.
File is straight back, and then line is like across.
7.
Yep. So now your guys will like spread out across the street.
And then
kinda.
snap your fingers like the sharks and get down that road. Because you guys are coming to Nazi town. Here we
We're
come.
coming, Nazis.
Here come the Nazi killers.
Yeah, that's another not strong point of Arma's is buildings just always look like trash inside, both literally and figuratively. And like interaction with doors and stuff is always like super clunky.
Because it's actually like physical, right? Because your door will like hit the.
Nice.
like,
Sort of, kind of, yeah. It's like the kind of thing where I say
Dude,
yes,
get out of the-
but it's
no,
just like
just-
because it feels clunky, I guess.
Get behind cover.
Tell them to move in.
Dumbass.
Can you
Yeah.
mantle? Like
Yeah.
or vault?
V. But I'm not sure if it works on different levels.
Man, I would spend hours just designing weird scenarios
Yeah.
to play through.
What do you think I do all the time?
That's very true. I see you in Arma all the time.
Yeah. Like I said, I just put 300 hours in it, and
Yeah.
most of that was in the editor.
Yeah, we were in I was in Discord with our friend Jake the other day, and the friends list I thought was glitched out because I was like, it says Pete Perry's been playing Arma since like
How do I?
7
a.m.
p.m. last night, and then I like refreshed it, and I was like, nope, just been playing Arma.
Is there a log that tells me how I died?
There's no like kill cam or anything like that.
I
if
want-
you wait, yeah, it's coming up right now, I think. Yep. So you got killed by an AT soldier with a Convair 43.
You got killed.
All right, that was cool. It took a lot of setting up, but I wasn't competent like I thought I would not be.
Throw us into the AI generated mission.
So end right.
Yep.
Okay.
So that doesn't really work too well with the World War II one, so I'm gonna go back to modern troops.
Give us the modern. I want a power scouter on my troop.
Excuse me.
I want to know what the power level of everyone.
Talking about Warhammer now.
He's making Dragon Ball Z.
Let's go with the new map.
Fusing
too.
games.
So I'll do something way different.
Get a doom wheel in here.
Actually, you know what? Let's do a
No.
Vietnam one.
Come on,
Oh, hell
man.
No.
So disappointing.
Wait, so is
Nom.
is Colby gonna be doing Nam?
Sure.
Sure, I
It's
can do it.
Nom.
Can that reach over here, or do I have to move?
Nam. You might have to
wait,
move it.
yeah.
We can
We can swap around in a minute.
Why don't
Yeah.
you two swap because that'll be the least.
This
amount
one's gonna
of
take a
movement.
minute to set up time too. So.
Oh,
Your guys' mics are set to the same gain level anyways, so.
we're fine.
Oh
You
boy. Big
get
old
up.
grid. Yeah. So this map
Or
is also
actually,
like.
or no, you guys don't even have to. Yeah,
I forgot how big this map was.
I want to get Joey's chocolate now.
Wow.
And his phone.
So let's
Not
see.
my
I'll
phone.
put a troop down for.
I'm glad Emilio wasn't around in World War II. We would have lost.
He's not wrong.
I mean, he probably wouldn't be on the battlefield.
I would have
Yeah.
lost.
Don't, Emilio, you're a draft dodger.
Yeah.
Right? Come on. No, I'm kidding.
I live close enough to Canada.
How are those bone spurs feeling?
I'd dodge it.
Oh,
Put the carts in.
Yikes.
I forgot that there was a really weird DLC for this game that just
Yeah.
added go-karts.
Yeah, it was super weird. Man, like Mario Kart, but just
Yeah.
like not.
It's just like a realistic Mario Kart. Like with like accurate physics and just like
Wait, in
what-
this game?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Arma 3 carts with a K.
I feel like
Oh.
people could like play like I feel like this is one of those games where like you could play a bunch of different games within this
Oh
game.
man,
The,
wait, that
Vietnam
sounds
mods
great
didn't
actually.
load,
Why
so-
did you could totally set up like a Monte Carlo in a war zone.
What do you
Yeah.
mean?
Like you're like racing as like a battle is going on overhead, and like
Actually-
the objective is to just race through and not get killed,
have-
so you can get from point A
That's
to
a really
point
good
B.
idea,
Like as you're just like, like going around in your film, as tanks are like blasting nearby, and like planes are crashing, like.
I have a mod in here that gives me a, I think it's a 1968 like Super Bee, so you can just have like tanks coming over a hill and then just like a muscle car like make a jump.
Wait.
Put us on that island.
I didn't have a Vietnam mod, so it's
said we would just given you the Russians. They don't want him. We don't want to start a second war over who gets Emilio.
Pakistan. Nice.
Yeah, so this is just like
Not
not
Pakistan.
Afghanistan.
Gotcha. Put us on the map that
I love
almost
Tack in the Power
put
of
us on the
Juju.
map that got some Bohemia
ooh, I do
Interactive
love
people
Tack in the
like
Power of Juju.
arrested by the Greek government.
I didn't hear about that.
You didn't hear what? So
Oh, that's a default map.
when
I
they
think.
were developing this game, because the default map for this game is like Greece. When they were developing this game, they were having like location scouts like take pictures of like landscapes and cities, and the like Greek government like arrested them and held them as like fugitives.
Oh,
Yeah,
'cause I
they
thought were, like,
accidentally-
because
scouting
they
the place
thought
out?
that they were scouting the place out as
Yeah.
like spies.
Yeah,
and so, like,
they
there
got
was
too
this-
close to a.
I mean, like,
military.
kind of.
They got too close. I mean, kind of, but they got too
Yeah.
close to like a military facility because they were taking
It's-
pictures of it because they were modeling it after
Oh
a
yeah,
game.
absolutely. It's this
And
one.
and then they got fucking like
Yeah.
like.
This is the
totally
map I've
taken
played
over.
for
Yeah,
sure.
I remember that
This
was a
is
big
the
controversy
default,
because
like,
they like
campaign
weren't
map,
letting them go.
Yeah, it was
Like,
months. They were detained
I
for
recognize
months
the name.
Yeah, that's crazy.
wild.
because they did not believe that they weren't spies.
Yeah, it's nuts. And that is why the credits list matters. Sorry, Nate.
Okay, so again, I'm just gonna make it super.
Damn, Joey. Sorry, Nate.
I'm just
Sorry
gonna
for
make
that
a
comment.
super basic
Everything's on
one.
topic.
Let's do
USA. USA.
some Marines.
How's like the actual arsenal in this game, or can you just like download any gun that somebody makes?
thought
Like-
that
I'll
was
show you that in
RV.
just a second.
Okay, cool.
I thought it was too, even after you said that.
What's that?
It looks like an RV.
This is the Breaking Bad mod.
Yeah, I got a Pontiac Aztec.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay, so what you can do is you can go in and edit their loadout, and you can go into each individual troop
Oh my gosh.
and pick every piece of equipment that's
You
on
can
them.
play a friggin' tabletop RPG
Whoa,
with this
that's
game.
so much
Literally.
more intense than I expected.
Oh yeah, so then you
that's
can go
so
to the rifle,
cool.
and you
I
can say
expected a-
like,
Oh my god.
Just a
Oh
menu.
no!
Give it an SR-25.
Now I know why you spend 300 hours on this game.
yeah.
Oh man.
Also, I want to point out
That's
that he said he
that
reached
one, I believe.
Yep.
300 hours last week,
Yeah.
and I saw before we launched it was at 353 hours.
Was it really?
Yeah,
So I've been playing this game a lot this week.
it went fucking hard.
That's amazing.
Could have also left the launcher open too, or something.
No, Pete went hard.
No!
I did leave the launcher open, but not for long enough to like make 50 hours.
We don't speculate about
That's a
boring
big
scenarios.
scope.
Yeah, so there's like many different night vision scopes.
I like how you can
Oh, you
see
can choose
like
time
who
of
it's
day on the
by
map,
to in
right?
the corner. Like
You can
who
do
made
full
'em.
weather
yeah.
and everything.
Give me a black gun with full khaki attachments.
This is getting me very excited for when I get my Remington. When I get my R700. It's like,
Silence around there. Oh, that's not really nice.
This is nuts.
This is nuts.
Bipod, and then we'll go in.
still not
Give 'em a
as like
pistol.
visually appealing as the gun editor in Ghost Recon.
Wildlands.
Wildlands
Yeah.
had
Where it
the
busts it
one
apart, like-
from. It was like pretty much just the one. What was it called? It wasn't Future Soldier.
Was it?
Was it?
Oh,
Future Soldier?
I can't
Jake's is
remember.
Bobby Hill's Pajama Sam.
Thank you.
Bobby Hill. Bobby Hill's Pajama Sam.
Bolby Hill.
No, guys.
Okay.
Bobby
So
Hill.
yeah, so you can go in and change like pretty much
This is
everything.
offensive,
You can give
so
them
we
like
get
all
off
kinds of
this
different
topic.
Boldy
wacky
Hill.
shit. Let's
Oh
see.
man, you could just change like his. Oh,
So that's like
this is awesome. Oh
ghillie suit,
man.
gorilla clothes.
Oh, that's
That's
no,
great.
that was it.
Oh,
I
that
don't know
makes
what that
me,
was.
That makes me very excited.
lab
Put him in lab
coat.
coat.
Yeah, then these.
Do,
so, like,
do the outfits change his like protection too?
So I don't think the
Lab coat,
clothes do.
white.
Um,
Yes.
Wow, that's awesome.
What is the leader outfit?
I don't know. Oh, that's so. There's a mod I got.
tattoos.
It's this weird. It's a Swedish Forces mod, but then they have like some small campaign in it where you seem to fight some kind of like cartel or something that I don't really get. I'm not
right.
like,
There is.
100% sure what's going on, but they have all these like weird cartel things included with the mod.
I hate it.
That's awesome.
Colby Hill is Pajama
I really
Sam.
liked a lot of
I
the, like
hate
the
it.
Middle Eastern garb. That stuff
hate it,
looks
Jake.
awesome.
Yeah, there's a lot of different factions from around there too, because that's where part of Arma 2 was. But yeah, most of these are just like either normal clothes. Oh,
Oh
perfect.
yeah, dude. oh
And it
yeah.
just
Hell
like clips right through the
yes.
helmet.
That's a rocker. There's a rocker outfit.
Oh, that one's great.
Colby Hill is
Oh,
pajamming
man.
I'm
Sam.
gonna keep that one. So then you can also, like Colby was asking before,
Like you can change their names.
you can more than change their name, you can change their whole identity.
Oh my God.
And then it gives you this like horrible menu where it's just all their exploded faces. They're like unwrapped. And it's just like all the different like
They're whatever they're called maps,
texture
maps
Yeah.
of just faces like just spread out. Oh.
Well, this
Oh,
guy's
you
gotta
can
be
change his
named
rank and everything too. That's rad.
Name this guy's got to be
Colby Hill.
Colby Hill. Yeah.
Pajama Sam.
Bobby Hill. Bobby
Jam
Hill.
Sam.
Bolby Hill.
There we go.
And then I just made his voice all the way down, so he's just gonna have like a hello. It's not gonna be like audible.
This is
You can go
D&D
through. You
Modern
can change their
Warfare.
rank.
No,
You can
this is
change
bad.
like their stances, their
Nice.
skill, their health and armor, their
This is
ammunition.
way too much.
like-
This is way
wait,
too
put
much.
his skill
You can
all the
change
way
their
up.
call sign, so like
Oh.
they'll call him different things in his actual
Hawkins.
name. You can change what insignia and like what group he's in the military.
You could genuinely play like like
You could just make
like,
your own
like a
games.
tabletop
Yeah.
like
Like military
That's
like
like
military.
what I'm talking about with
RP
the
with
unit
this.
stuff. It's like,
Can
that's
you,
how it
so
gets,
like if there was like if you're playing multiplayer, can you live edit missions? Like can there be somebody
Yeah, you were
like drop?
saying that
Oh
earlier.
man.
So I'll show you that in a minute too. There's this
Oh.
thing called Zeus, where that's literally like what it is.
Oh,
There's
man,
one
that's
person
so
who's the
cool.
Zeus,
Yeah.
and there's 2 teams then, and then you literally just like throw teams from one unit at the other unit.
That's
Oh,
so
that's
cool.
Or throw
awesome.
units from one team at the other, and
That's
then like
really, really cool.
you'll be like fighting in a bunker or something, and then
like
like a
this is-
tank will come out of nowhere because the guy just like send a tank at you. That'll send like 30 other guys at you or whatever, and you can kind of like change the situation
Gotcha.
depending.
This game is an absolute.
Anders
like,
wants
wet
to know
dream
if you
for
play
Milson.
multiplayer, Pete.
I played the RHS multiplayer a little bit. It's super intense, like I said.
I feel like you just get killed, like,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
you're dead, right? Like,
Oh,
you're just
absolutely,
dead.
yeah.
Like you, this game doesn't work with like respawns, right? In multiplayer. I don't know how that
So
works.
the RHS is like the kind of Arma 3 multiplayer light. So there are respawns and that kind of stuff. It's sort of the bridge between like something more traditionally like Call of Duty style and like more accessible, and then that like really hardcore unit stuff.
Right, like, so
So
that would
there's
be a
still
good gateway to
respawns
get
and there's like
yourself
a
used to it.
yeah, there's like a money system. So like as you do more things, you get paid cash, and then you can use that cash to buy like cooler guns and stuff. So there's like a much more lax version.
Are you like setting up a flowchart of like AI command?
So that's the high command system. Each of those ones I put to the left were subordinate ones, and there's one commander one who I'm going to give to.
This is wild.
This is overwhelming.
This is
This
awesome.
guy.
I'm
This
like,
is
yeah,
awesome.
yeah,
This
yeah.
looks like the this whole editor looks like the CryEngine editor that I used to mess around with in Crisis 1. I spent like hours upon hours just making weird maps and like setting up fights and like recording cutscenes and then just like not uploading them anywhere and then just like having them on my own, and I would download like enhanced AI scripts so I didn't have to like set up like blocks and stuff for the people to like go and use cover. It was so much fun.
So
This
this,
looks like
I
that,
feel
but
like
intense.
with something like this, like you don't even really need to make another Arma as much as you just need to make expansions for this game. Like,
That's kind of what they're doing right now. Is they're putting out a lot of different expansions. The only thing is the visuals are really starting to
yeah, they're
lag
aging a
behind.
bit.
Yeah.
The-
And you can get it to look really good, but it's the kind of thing where
The
at
trade-off
that point you're
is
pushing it to its limits almost.
performance.
Right, and it's just not optimized.
Make something simple. So I can find like a town or something.
Man, they have a very very like just like robust like sandbox of just stuff though.
And then, oh yeah. So then there's another cool thing is there's compositions and then individual objects. So for compositions you can do stuff where like
You can just set up an outpost.
you just like drop a camp.
Oh my god.
Um,
That's so cool. What the hell?
and then
And then you
who
can just
should
fill
they,
it with
who should the
enemies.
Marines fight?
Pakistani army.
Okay. And we'll do like an infantry section of them, and then
Oh, hell
sniper
yeah.
team
What is
there.
this?
So
Special
like, will they
purpose
know how to
squad?
use this base to their like advantage? Like,
Yeah, they'll take like some basic cover and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's the
Yeah,
other thing is the
yeah,
AI is
the
starting to
AI's
lag again.
Yeah. That must be a little.
So that's like
frustrating.
one thing, yeah, that's really getting frustrating is now it's kind of not keeping up with the mods anymore.
Gotcha.
Maybe.
Sure, and they can. Just
I wonder
hang out
if they allow people to like import like user-made like AI
Yeah.
configurations and stuff.
I actually have a couple uploaded right now, or on right now, and they definitely help, and you can change a lot of stuff to make them really great.
Dota
but,
has that where it's like if you want to play against bots, you can download people's like AI configs like, because the
That's cool.
current ones are terrible.
Yeah, they are really bad. When I was playing the Dota 2 bot match, a Zeus followed me. Literally, I was on like bottom their side, and I had maybe a quarter health, and I was running back, and he followed me all the way down
Yeah, and
middle
then he
lane,
probably got
literally
killed.
all the way into my base. And then while I was still at quarter health, I turned around and killed him in our base. And I was just like, "Why'd you follow me the whole way?" Like,
Yeah, bot matches are just an automatic win. Like,
yeah. I thought I was gonna lose the whole time, and then I just brought it back at the end.
The bots don't. Well, they don't know how to take objectives. That's the problem.
Gotcha.
They don't have they don't like prioritize objectives at all. I'm pretty sure. All right, HQ underscore.
He's hacking the mainframe.
I'm in.
What?
He's making a value
Yeah, so that's
false.
Yeah.
another thing about Arma is there's so many things that go on in like initialization, like little stuff like that where you have to put in like a little teeny piece of like pseudocode, or like a value change, and then that will go into that mod. And like this one, for instance, tells that leader not to issue any like idle orders, so they won't tell you to just like hang around. He's
Right.
like more likely to just send you into battle. And I think that's ready.
How do you know which one you are?
You're the one with the red
Okay.
circle around him. Like
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
I love
like-
that we have one incredibly decked out soldier, and everyone else is just using like basic gear.
You got the one like
one guy
Sam
dressed like a
Fisher.
rocker.
Yeah, yeah. The one guy dressed like a rocker.
Like, we
who's
even
got
have
like
a
sweet.
fucking,
Why'd you wear your skinny jeans? I don't know, man.
I just had to change.
It's hot. Yeah.
and he has a fucking suppressor, and no one else does. And
Yeah.
it's like, what about? Look, what if we don't want to get set? No, it's all right. Just
Oh yeah.
All right, Colby.
be
Boldy.
quiet.
Colby's going in.
All right.
I don't know if I'm ready for this, but
I'm ready to watch you. That's all I know.
okay.
Sensitivity's really low.
so
much
So you're
Yeah,
Free
I don't
room
have a
over
lot of-
here.
Room to work with. Okay.
yeah, you're just gonna be doing a lot of this.
Launch scenario.
Yeah.
All right.
So this leader mod kind of thing can get finicky at times. So if it doesn't tell you to go anywhere, oh boy.
Error, undefined variable in expression.
We're good.
Oh
I don't
well.
know what that means. Anyway,
Okay, that went away.
it's something with one of the mods.
right.
They throw those kind of errors all the time.
What are you boys doing?
Yeah, so then that HAL 1.61, or
Oh, yeah.
1.161 is right. That's the leader starting up and starting to recognize what units it has and what positions they can take.
His name is Hal.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
It's
What do y'all?
Hetman automatic leader or
Yeah, of course it is.
something. There you go.
Task
Okay, so
assigned to
now
search.
Okay.
point towards that Jeep kind of thing you had, the RG33, to your left.
Yeah. Okay.
Keep going.
That one.
Nope,
No, it's
to
the
the
one that
left.
you're
So right
standing
next to it.
This
There you
one.
go.
Okay,
And then hit
gotcha.
tilde and tell everybody to get in.
Oh no, that's escape.
Enemy spotted. Man, 100 meters.
Okay, and then
yeah,
get in.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
scroll
so then
up.
scroll
Oh,
up.
just
There
the
you go.
top one. Okay.
Yep. And then open your map. So see. Oh, what? It told you to recon in a place where those people are not. Don't do that. So don't follow those orders.
Gotcha.
And then you can just drive over to like. You can click somewhere like there-ish. And then there's somewhere over there.
Do I put down,
Oh, maybe not. Try hitting tilde and doing that.
okay.
Yeah.
Who's there?
There
Oh,
you
so you had to hit space, right?
go. No. So in the map, you don't have to hit space.
Oh,
It's without you
wait,
there.
wait.
Hit tilde again.
Wait.
And then hit, regroup.
Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah. No. Stop.
Oh, there you go. Okay. And then run over, hit scroll, and then you can hop in.
This is the scroll menu.
So just like scroll the mouse.
Just scroll the mouse. Yeah. There's nothing coming up.
No, nothing's going up.
Is it full?
Might be. Yeah.
Let me in.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Space.
Hey guys.
Hey, what's up?
Okay. So now do the same thing you did before.
Yeah. Look up here.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Move 400 meters northwest.
Okay, cool. So now you're just on the road.
Mhm.
This
Now
is
you're-
awesome. This reminds me of Gra right now.
Oh man, Advanced Warfare. I love that game. Grah.
I got that
War
game. It
fighter.
was like the second Xbox 360 game I ever got. After getting Oblivion, and I put so many hours in Oblivion.
Yeah.
I loved Oblivion. I was like, you know what? I'll get something different. I'll rent Gra. And for whatever reason, it just like bugged and deleted all of my saves for my entire Xbox.
Oh my
So I
God.
had
No.
like my first
Dude,
Oblivion playthrough of only having Oblivion was just like gone.
Oh my god.
Gra
I'm in
2
my own
was
shoulder.
But the
like,
game was super fun.
It's okay. It's okay.
nice
Just
kicks.
don't take the mask off, Colby.
Yeah, the other thing about Arma that's really awful
you don't look
is
at your own
their
shoulder?
eyes, like in this game.
Or just
Like the
dead.
people's eyes are just
Ugh.
like, terrifying. If you can find somebody who's looking at you,
That guy
oh,
was
that
looking
guy,
at
yeah.
us before.
I don't know
Zero's
what's
face.
wrong about them, but like there's something that just looks like
This guy's
hollow.
real
Just
creepy.
wait. Just wait.
Hello.
Oh.
What the hell? Did you guys hear that? We're here.
I
We're
think
here.
you're there.
Yeah,
Yep,
you're
yep.
there.
Okay, so then hit tilde, you can do get out or disembark,
Disembark.
and then just scroll, and then you can do it for yourself. Eject.
Oh,
Oh, or actually
perfect.
that, yeah.
this works.
I
don't
don't
see
know where
any
that.
enemies.
Where y'all at?
Oh,
I don't know where those enemies are. There's
I
somewhere.
thought you
around
made
here.
the encampment south of where they started. So, is there
Go
a,
back
It
to
was
your
like
map.
somewhere maybe over that way.
Isn't there a marker where it is? Zoom
No, I
out.
didn't drop one.
That's where we started, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
It was like up over this way, I remember.
Well, you're up now.
Yeah.
I thought you put it down, but maybe I was.
Maybe not, yeah.
So not
I
like
think you
that,
did put
or-
it down. I think. Go to where he marked it. I think that is near where you did it.
Right down here?
No, like keep going, scrolling down.
It was definitely to the left, I know that.
Oh,
I thought it was over there.
is that not it?
That's that's where he told you to search.
Okay.
All right. That wasn't it. It was definitely much closer too. Like it
Is
was.
this what it's like in the military?
I thought it was. I thought,
Where are they?
I thought it was in this like bowl.
thought they were
kind of
over
area.
here.
Yeah, that's also one of the problems. I shouldn't say a problem with this mod, but actually a feature of this mod is if your leader doesn't know where the enemies are, he just uses you to like search for them. So that's probably what's going on right now.
So I would try getting or just doing a move there then. Or,
Yeah,
oh,
back
you have to
down
get
to
everybody to get in that vehicle
Yeah,
first.
you just
right?
have to tell me back again. Or get back in.
So
Tilde and then scroll.
So
Yep.
and then
Yeah, just
now,
stay in there.
Now go on the
Yeah.
map and then do that thing again that you did before.
Do
so
that
like
thing.
down, I think
Down
in
here?
that area, like yeah, somewhere around there. You might even go through it, but you might have a better vantage point now that you're in this gunner seat.
true.
Yeah, wait for everybody to get in though.
Oh,
7, 8, 9. Move 600 meters.
There you go.
get in.
Oh,
Everybody
2
get
and
in.
5 just got
Wait,
out. Oh, they're getting back in though.
Get back in.
9. Board that vehicle.
Everyone's just barking orders. Listen to me.
2, 3, 5, 9. Get in, passenger.
What is happening?
They're in.
No, the other 3 guys aren't though.
Oh,
7, 8, 9.
Try issuing the command again.
Get in that vehicle.
There you go.
get in that
in.
vehicle.
Weird.
Copy.
Here they go. Sorry, we were peeing. This game's too realistic. We were thirsty, then we drank water. Now we're peeing.
All right, they're
All right,
in,
we got like
Okay.
5-ish minutes to try
Yeah.
and pull
Okay,
this
okay.
off. So
Let's see. Move there.
there.
Go.
Yeah.
Colby,
It
go.
also doesn't matter.
Yeah, there's one other thing I want to show, so I
Colby's on a
might cut into the Rising
mission.
Storm time
That's
a little
fine.
bit.
Yeah.
Maybe
Maybe
not.
not.
'Cause that's a
No.
quicker-ish
Yeah.
game.
Oh.
There we
Yeah,
go.
there's less like generally to show. It's all about cosmetic.
In front of this vehicle. There we go.
Some folks are born made to wave the flag.
And that's it. That's all we've got for that.
Red, white,
gotta
and
stop right
green.
That's Rising Storm 2, everybody.
Copyright flag right there.
We're at 15 seconds. They're not gonna flag me for singing it.
Oh,
That'd be
why?
cool.
They didn't let John Fogerty sing that song himself.
I don't know.
I'll,
there-
t- I'll
there
tell you
is-
what. I'll tell you what. During something we've got a little bit later, I've got a cover playing in that. So
There's a that just reminded me. I don't know why. In our prequel memes, there's a bot that will scan the meme and tell you exactly what movie it's from and what time code in the movie that the meme is from. It'll scan the text and be like, "Oh,
that
this line is from like this thing." Yeah, I think it's
I
probably
know.
on the
So,
other
no.
side.
it was downhill, but this
Yeah,
this
this
thing,
doesn't seem right.
Just open fire.
distance-wise. Oh,
Where
so
you
there's a
shooting?
sound issue too, apparently.
that may have been the error that came out in the beginning. The
Oh,
weird
maybe,
script
yeah.
Oh,
error.
true.
It may have just not loaded this.
Oh, this is okay.
Here, you know what? I'm gonna load you up with something else actually.
Okay.
Get out
Because
of
this is just turning into driving around looking for people. Which
It's Elite Dangerous all over again.
Yeah, which is a lot of Armo, but not the fun part.
We're gonna play a really complicated simulator and just hope it works
In
out.
real time.
Well, I got a lot of
Where were they?
confused soldiers.
Right there.
Okay, where were we? Where were we?
I
Yeah,
thought
so
right
no,
there.
turn around. So
Oh, I
you
think we
sent
went
them,
over here.
No, you sent them the other way. They were on the other side of the mountain. So your commander sent you in the right direction.
Oh,
and
really?
you went that way.
Oh, did we go this way?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh,
I
whoops.
think I was
The
closer.
commander was smarter than you
Oh,
thought. Terrifying.
whoops.
Maps. Got to learn how to read topographical maps in this.
Well, I knew his elevation just fine. It just wasn't, the lateral part, the important part of maps.
Yeah,
so,
I also do I remember this map I
Pete, Gabe is saying, Pete.
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 What's up, Gabe? What do you
I
want?
didn't want to do that.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Oh no.
Okay, so should I load it back up or just go to Rising Storm? You think?
Let's
What
go
do you
to
what do you think? It's up to you. I think we've seen enough armor.
Yeah, we'll just go to Rising Storm.
Yeah.
So what I was going to show is there's a thing called dynamic recon missions or something along those lines.
Okay.
And it's essentially those editor missions I just ran you guys through, but
I
it makes
get-
them for you. So what you can do is just put in different variables. So I want these people to fight these people on this map at this time of day. with these kind of objectives and this kind of support.
That sounds
And then it
awesome.
literally just goes, okay,
And it just generates it like
capture
randomly.
this guy, blow up this vehicle, and like clear this area, and you get like close air support from an A-10, and you get to start out with like Humvee or something.
Is that like an
You know what I mean?
official like mission generator?
No,
thing,
it's
or
a
is it like-
mod.
oh my god, dude, people are insane.
I mean, I would say
That sounds so
90%
cool.
of the content of this game is mods.
That sounds awesome.
I love your most recent achievement.
Oh, yeah.
Real hot behind.
That's for shooting an RPG and killing the person behind you.
Oh yeah,
With the backblast.
because it does backblast and it'll kill people behind you.
So if you like shoot an RPG in a building, you just like kill everyone in the room.
yeah,
Wow, this game
no.
takes some time to launch, huh?
it does take a while to launch. Yeah, it's a classic tripwire game, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with-
Actually, I
same thing
was
with
gonna
Killing Floor
say
2,
this
yeah.
is Tripwire. Killing Floor 2 took about fucking 20 minutes to launch.
And if you like try to alt tab out of that like loading screen
Oh, yeah,
thing,
crash
it'll
it.
crash the game completely.
Absolutely.
Like,
Oh yeah.
Gabe says take a hit every time you die.
Oof.
Okay, so
this isn't that kind of show game.
We're at my place of business.
Let's first of all just make sure that you go to the sound and turn voice receive volume all the way down.
fairly certain it is, but I'm gonna check that, and I'm also gonna issue a disclaimer.
Yeah.
We're playing online right now. There are some people on here
It's
who
in
say some pretty
audio.
horrible stuff.
Yeah.
And then
So I
voice
just,
receive.
okay, that is all the way down now, and then
And then can you turn text chat off?
there's a way to do it. Yeah, I turned it to. Oh, here it is. So some people just say some like really horrible things in this game. It's not something that I support, or I think anybody in the show supports, or
Nope.
anything. But in the event that it pops up, you know, I
Just
want
know
you
that
to be
we hate
prepared
it
for
as
it.
much as you
Yeah.
do.
We're not.
That's the one thing
We're
about
not
this game
condoning
is
it by
that I'll
any
be
stretch of the
playing it.
imagination.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, like it's. I was saying
People
it
take some
earlier. It's like
liberties playing as the
Siege gets
Americans
the
in this
exact
game.
same way.
Yeah, where people just get like.
Oh, he meant to hit a juice. He wants us to vape.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
We're gonna chuck clouds every time we die. So
if you
me
can
and
get
Pete last night were playing on this server, which I hope you can. Oh man, we were playing on this mega server, which is 185 players.
Yeah.
So it's like 92 versus 92. Like
Yeah.
it's awesome.
It's literally just
How's
like
the map
constant
size?
gunfire.
It's awesome. It's all,
depends
like,
on the map.
Yeah,
but
so
they're
a lot-
usually pretty big.
Yeah, most of like the bigger like maps are all like community made. So like there's like a good like community making.
How
scene,
long
which is
ago
really
did
cool.
the Vietnam one that I played come out?
Which one?
That, like Rising Storm something Vietnam. Or,
To Vietnam, that's this one.
Okay,
that
yeah.
was
2 years ago?
not
3?
even. It was like last spring, maybe, like a year ago, maybe.
Okay.
Bloodbath.
Is it really
tech
that-
offensive. Ugh.
Wow. I thought it was a lot longer than
There
that,
we
but I might just be thinking of Rising Storm 1 too.
Oh yeah, maybe. I can't remember. It's this the naming conventions for these games has thrown me for a loop.
Yeah.
Like,
So
I
it
don't-
started with Red Orchestra, and then Red Orchestra 2 came out, which was the sequel to Red Orchestra, because both of those were Red Army versus German Army games.
Okay.
Great
And then
games.
Rising Storm 1 came out, which was a DLC for Red Orchestra, which was their Pacific DLC.
Oh, gotcha.
And then now Rising Storm 2 is the sequel to that DLC, which takes place in Vietnam. So it's just like a Tetris piece kind of
yeah,
shape.
Yeah.
it's weird.
This game is like just mechanically and like just the way that it plays is so much better than like Rising Storm 1 and
What?
Red Orchestra. Are you still trying to join the mega server?
No, I wasn't. I just joined that other server and then it kicked me back out. So that's one of the issues with this game, I'll say, is the
server.
server like interface has gotten a lot better in the past couple updates, but there's a lot of full servers and a lot of empty servers, and there's not a lot of sort of full servers. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
They all fill up really quick, and the community is pretty small that plays it, so it tends to like fill out what available space there is.
Hey, there we are. We're in.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Well,
So that's-
no one wants to be the United States Army.
Huh. Is it?
I'm not sure what's going on here. Oh, okay. No, they just read wrong, I guess.
Small indie dev team.
And
I
then
have no idea how many people. are
Medium dev team. Yeah. The cool thing about this dev team is that Red Orchestra, the first one, started as a mod for like Unreal Tournament
I didn't know
2003 or something like that, and it actually won an Unreal, like an Epic Games Unreal Development contest, where whoever won the mod contest was given like a substantial amount of money to start your own company.
That's cool.
So
That's really cool.
these people won that contest, and then they developed Killing Floor.
They're like, shit,
and
now
then
I
they
actually have to
made-
work.
Yeah, and then
Killing
so
Floor
they
2.
made like Killing Floor, they made Killing Floor 2, and now they're just like churning out
That's
games, which is really,
Killing
really
Floor
cool.
1's still pretty popular.
Killing
and
Floor 2 is
like,
the bomb,
Yeah,
dude. That
super
game
fun.
is so much fun.
I bought that game in early access and then it kept crashing on my PC.
If you ever want to play, let me know, because I love
I
that.
returned
it's one of the PS Plus games.
You returned it.
Broke Joey's heart.
I returned that
So-
in Dirt Rally. Go ahead.
So this guy's the commander right here, and every team is a commander.
His friend's
and
looking
he's
at you.
talking to the radio guy right here. So there's unfortunately one guy every game who has to run around with the radio on his back and just like stand there.
He's like,
And
who
just
the hell
like
is
be the
this guy
commander's
looking at me?
guy. So then below him, he's a platoon leader, and then right now I'm a squad leader. So people can spawn on me. Oh, those are all friendlies. Shit. Sorry guys. And then I'll have stuff like binoculars and signal smoke where I can drop a mark, and then that commander can take that mark, which is right over there. You can see that like,
That, like,
white
yeah,
artillery
LCA
shape.
icon, yeah.
So now he can call in an artillery or like a
take a
bombing
hit.
run. I died, but
Yeah.
Hit a juice.
Hit a juice.
trying to hit 14.
Grizzy.
But so then I'm a squad leader, so you can call in artillery and support. Yep. So you just called in on my mark, I think.
Is that like icon at the bottom where you got
Where you got
shot?
shot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. So then it's also got a kind of thing where if you get shot in the legs, you can't run as well. Like
Yeah.
That sort of
This
stuff.
game is a lot more easily accessible than Arma is, just
For
because
sure,
it's
yeah.
not as like tactically like intense. It's got
It's
like
much
a
more
lot
like
of
a deathmatchy.
Yeah,
thing.
exactly. It's like, yeah, the only like intense elements of this are like the commander being kind of like the overlord who like calls in artillery strikes for you
Yeah.
and stuff.
And damage
the
and
radio
weapon
people
handling
too. Yeah.
is like super realistic. So that's one of the big differences I wanted to point out between Arma 3 and Rising Storm is that Arma 3's a really realistic simulator in like a big picture style, but as you saw with the AI, once you get down to like the troop level, it gets
Yeah.
a little bit dodgy. As opposed to this, where it's kind of the opposite,
Yeah.
where it's a really amazing like single person like unit simulator because like one shot kills.
The
like
detail
if you
of
like
the ballistics in this is nuts.
Yeah.
Like I've been killed by like a fragment of a bullet coming through a tree.
Oh, absolutely,
Like
yeah.
it's like and like that's frustrating, but it's also really sick when you're just like kind of like laying down fire on a building
Yeah.
and you
Yeah.
see a couple penetration kills
Yeah.
go through because it's just like you're shooting like
God,
like
got
thatched
sniped.
walls and that kind of stuff.
yeah, and
Man, I feel like I haven't
here.
even seen an enemy.
They,
Yeah, you
welcome to
haven't.
this game because that's also kind of where like the cool part of this comes in because the American
hell
team
yeah.
Comes up next.
the American team has really advanced weapons and they have armor and they have like air support they can call in and all that kind of stuff. The Vietnamese can dig traps.
Yeah.
They can hide in the foliage where
Yep.
their like model becomes like more difficult to see if they're in
Yeah.
bushes.
They can
dig
also use a
tunnels.
tunnel system, and
Yeah.
they have their own tunnel systems they can dig. So if you're
Yeah.
a squad leader for the Americans, the way respawning works is you respawn on your squad leader, or your squad respawns on you. So like how it says +1 squad deploy, I got a point for
It's
someone
like in
deploying on
Battlefield
my
where you just
point.
spawn on your squad leader.
Yeah, exactly. But that's only for the Americans. For the Viet Cong or the Vietnamese, they dig tunnels, and then you just spawn out of that tunnel.
Yeah. So like they can like go up and like dig like a squad tunnel like way forward and then run back and people
Yeah.
can then spawn in that tunnel. and
Yeah,
stuff
so you
like
can
that.
like dig a tunnel way to the right or the left or whatever, and like flank or.
And
get
the
a tactical
Americans, if they
position that
find
way.
a tunnel, they have to send like a demolition person to go and destroy it.
Oh.
Yeah, and so you just got shot right
Yeah,
in the
you
head.
got domed.
Yeah, I saw the icon for it.
And you hear that noise of like,
Yeah.
like crunch.
It's
Yeah,
pretty
it's
awesome.
brutal.
Playing this game with
These rolls.
headphones is intense.
So yeah, they're all filled up right now. Point Man is like,
Like
usually
a-
like an SMG, and you have
like
some
a smoke
smokes
grenade and a
yeah.
claymore. Yeah.
And then machine gunners and M60. Marksman is a couple different sniper rifles you can get.
Radio
one of
Man
them's
and
the,
Commander are like only fun if you're playing with people you know.
Remington 700, I think.
Oh, hell yeah.
I've still never played as Commander
not,
in this
not
game
sure.
because I'm terrified too.
Honestly, start it on bot games. If you can find bot games to join, that's
Yeah.
how I started doing it. And you get a lot of points.
Gotcha.
Okay, so you're running the other way now. You're gonna run that way? Oh, no, okay. So they just captured those objectives up there, so the whole front just moved back. So now you can't really fight up here because you're
Turn
technically in
around.
their spawn
Yeah,
area. I
so you have
believe.
to move back. Back
Press,
towards that.
M.
See the D in the sky?
Yeah, okay.
Big old
Yeah.
D in the sky.
Yeah.
Big old D in the sky. So the C and D are the objective points that you
Yeah.
want to defend now.
And then if those ever go away, you can hit T, and that'll just like refresh all of the stuff and come back up.
Yeah. T is like the tactical HUD menu. So like when you're running around, it'll automatically fade away everything so that it's just like your gun. The enemy will never have a name pop up, whereas
Yeah.
your teammates will.
Takes a second too long
It
for
is
ally
terrifying.
Yeah.
names
But it's
to come
also
up.
it adds a lot of like you have to pay attention to like the silhouette of the uniform,
Yeah,
which
like
is
you
really,
can't
really
just
cool.
open fire on like a silhouette.
Yeah. I like accidentally just murked one of my teammates the other day because I was just like sniping and I like looked over in another building and I saw a dude's like helmet peeking out and I just like didn't like connect that it's obviously an American helmet and just pegged it
gonna
with my
fire this
sniper
gun.
rifle and the guy was like, dude,
So I would go up and to the right over here.
Sweet. Did I just, wait, so I'm guessing I'm dropping mags when I.
No. So
No,
you
it's
have
not that
persistent mags though.
realistic, yeah.
So if you like shoot 3 rounds
Teammate.
out of it and then reload it, there's like 3 rounds missing.
Teammates
Yeah.
also have small little arrows that pop on them too.
So what you could do is grab a spot kind of somewhere around here and then just look across and wait and kind of snipe. And that's another thing about this game too, is that what's considered sniping in most games is just considered playing this game.
Yeah.
Like you're just so far away from someone all the time.
This game is very
Or you're right on
push
top
and
of 'em.
pull. It's not a lot of Call of
Okay,
Duty
so
where
look
it's
up to the right, see that
constantly,
guy
like,
running?
intermingling.
There you go. I don't think you hit him, but
I want the pink.
there you go.
mask.
Oh,
yeah, you
yeah,
got
yeah,
it.
headshot.
dude.
got it.
Nice.
Nice. He just took a second to
second.
bleed out, I think.
Yeah. It
Well, and the
takes a
kill
second
feed
to.
takes a second to update too.
Yeah. There's another one.
Oh,
Get hit.
there's a guy behind him
Oh.
too. They're in that little tent there.
I want the pink mask.
Just
Hit
spread it.
G,
Just spray it.
and then you can like throw a grenade in there. And then I would
Oh,
hit.
uh,
Hit
that
X,
was-
and then you can just spray into that
Oh,
tent.
on the right, running towards you. On the right, towards that truck.
And
I'm backing up for a
Oh, yeah,
second.
come on.
I want to reload.
So yeah, like if you were a Viet Cong right now and you were standing in that bush where you are now,
You would
the
just, like,
bottom
disappear
corners
into
of
it.
your screen would start to like fade in foliage leaves, and that's
then
how
if
you know that you're hiding.
sprint and hold middle button, you
cool,
like
though.
bayonet charge.
Yeah, it's really
So, I was
they
playing
made
with
the
Joe
balance of the factions really cool.
Last night, and we were hiding out in this bunker, and we were taking fire from everywhere and stuff. And
That guy's dead.
yeah, we were taking fire from like all over on like all sides of the bunker. We finally captured the objective, and then as soon as we captured it, this guy comes tearing into the room. Oh
Take a
damn!
hit.
He comes tearing into the
Oh,
room and literally just like rears his gun back
To
with a
bayonet
bayonet
you?
on it,
Yeah.
and like
Oh
starts
my
going
God.
forward, and I like
you
hit him with a
just-
shotgun. like not even like reaction time or anything was
Yeah.
like involved. It
I
was
ran
literally
around
just
the
like
corner like as the guy fell to the ground
Yeah.
because
That's
Pete's screaming and I'm
awesome.
just like ah like
yeah, and I was literally just like shook up for a couple of minutes. Like I had to like take a minute to breathe.
yeah.
It's a lot like when you get to like the last people in PUBG and you're like
Yeah.
super
Does this
freaked
game
out
have-
except
you're like-
all the time.
You're
Rising
like-
Storm 1 had it. Does this game have like the kamikaze charges where the more of you that are bayonet charging, it does like you all get extra speed and stuff?
Not
What did
really,
I just
no.
do?
You put the bayonet on your
that
gun.
was
Yeah,
yeah.
pressing C gives you the bayonet.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and that was a cool feature of the older
just adds
games.
weapons.
If you were either the Japanese or the Soviets and you charged in mass, you would get like a bonus. So if you were the Soviets, you get the hurrah charge and everyone would run faster and then you would all involuntarily start like screaming hurrah.
Yeah.
Oh my
It's-
God.
it
It's
was-
like-
And,
yeah.
and all
it
of a sudden,
was
like
so
if you're on the
cool.
other side, you hear like in the distance like
Yeah,
God.
but then the Japanese have
Yeah.
katanas and shit that
Yeah.
they would whip out and they would like
So if
all
your
scream
officer, like,
bonsai.
yeah,
as
if your
they're
officer
running.
whips out the katana and like does the charge,
It makes me
you
think of
all
chivalry.
join into it.
It was really cool too, and so like you would try to cue that up, where like your commander and your radio guy, like so your squad leaders are up at the front, like laying down points. Your commander like queues up in times, like with the enemy's respawn times, a like artillery strike, and so you would lay that down, and then like the enemies would all get wiped out and on a respawn timer, and then you all just whip on your bayonets
That's
and
awesome.
charge, and it was the coolest experience.
And that's one thing they did a lot. I don't want to say better in this game, but I
There's
think
a guy
part of
in
it
the
is just like the
bushes to your
technology
right.
and stuff. Yeah, behind those trees.
Yeah, I feel like
Because you can do, as the Americans, like napalm charges and stuff like that, you get this really cool feeling. I shouldn't say cool, I guess, but you get this really interesting feeling that I haven't gotten in another game where you're just like completely helpless in the multiplayer.
Yeah.
Like you'll be on a team of like 15 people and you're all like taking everybody out. This was like probably the second or third time I played this happened. And I remember we had like just taken this objective and all the Americans had retreated and I was like, oh, this is amazing. This is so cool. And all of a sudden I hear like
Yeah, you just hear a plane coming.
a
in.
jet,
Oh,
and you're like,
no.
oh wait, and then you look up, and I remember
it's
literally
just
looking up,
white phosphorus
and you
coming
just
down,
see
like-
the thing tumbling,
Yeah.
like in the air, and you know there's nothing you can do because there's nowhere you can run to get away from
It's
it.
really
Right.
scary when they drop napalm because it's just like from the it just like looks like just like white clouds coming down and then everybody around you just instantly lights on fire.
Yeah.
And it's like not like it's not like a fun game.
Yeah,
where,
it's
like,
not
they're
like,
just
oh, it was on
"Grr."
fire. It's like
It's
everyone's
like
like,
everybody's like "Rah!"
Yeah,
and
it's
like,
like-
screaming and shit. It's
Yeah.
kind of scary.
It's certainly
It makes you like not want to use it all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because other games are just like, oh, it's a flamethrower. You're lighting people on fire. This is like you're lighting someone on fire with a flamethrower
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
It's like it's like
You
after,
need to know what you're doing, like-
after like you have respawned and like are running around, your character who's like on fire at the front is like still screaming. Like nice.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whoa.
Oh, that was a
Oh
friendly.
yeah, that was a team kill.
is gonna
Well,
work.
I'll take it. Well, no, you guys can keep playing.
Okay.
I play this game enough.
Pass it back to
Oh,
Meals.
I'm back.
Yeah.
I'm back in.
Me and Pete play this game sometimes, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna let you guys do it.
I just want to look at the rules really quick.
Point man,
Oh,
get it.
Point Man, yeah.
Get
So that's it. You have the
Ooh,
trench gun now.
shotgun.
Which is
Oh
really
hell
fun.
yeah! It's
That's a really good bayonet one too.
I love shotties.
And this game has a system for team killing. You can
squad.
maybe see it in the left corner.
You
I'm not sure.
automatically-
Oh yeah, you can barely see it in the thing. But if you get team killed, there's an automatic forgiveness system where you just have to press F1 or F2 to accept or not accept the forgiveness, and then it pretty much undoes whatever the team kill would have done. So
Wait,
it
so
gives
did
you the
you
point
get a
back.
team kill? Or did you get
Someone
team
team killed him.
Okay, because
Oh.
it looked like you got a kill on an enemy to me.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I got killed by a
I also
teammate,
like
you
when you're not
motherfuckers.
aiming, you have like a section of aiming within the camera's bounds before you actually turn the camera.
Yeah.
How are shotguns?
Oh, good. They're pretty
Scared the shit out of
realistic.
me.
They
Yeah.
have like decent range for. They have great range for a shotgun in the video game.
Okay.
They're not amazing at range, but like it's not like other video games where it's like 20 feet out. They're just like
Does
air
the pellets
cannons.
stop
Yeah.
existing anymore?
Yeah, exactly.
Last night I like managed to like keep my there's a weird like injury system in this game that he was talking about where like if you get shot in the leg you'll like limp a little bit and like you will like if you don't bandage yourself you'll bleed out.
Yeah,
And
so the
you can,
screen
but
just,
you
like,
can stay
fades to black
alive by
slowly.
like continuing
That's
to
cool.
bandage yourself, but then you'll kind of be like continue to be injured.
Why don't I
Yeah.
deploy with the bayonet on?
So generally you just put the bayonets on when you want to use them because it makes the
It, like increases weapon sway a little bit.
yeah,
I
it
think.
increases weapon sway and makes it a little bit harder to aim. With the shotgun, it's not really a huge deal because it's a shotgun. And then, so another thing, when you die next, go back to the respawn screen.
Will do.
And tech tip.
So each of these guns, sort of similar to Arma actually. So there's each of the classes, and then each of the classes has a different main weapon that's like native to that class, and then each of those main weapons has like 2 or 3 different versions of that gun, and then there's a few different options for like grenades and stuff too. So you can kind of customize your loadout without it being like fully customizable. So hold F, otherwise you'll bleed out. That's what that
Oh,
like
that's
fading.
a long.
Yeah, it is. It takes
So-
a while.
Oh.
That's
Just
the
keep
other
holding
fun
it. Just
thing
keep holding
too.
it. You're
is
also defending.
people are
the-
gonna come in like a second, so maybe somebody comes around the corner,
Oh,
maybe
but your
somebody
squad
doesn't.
deployed
you'll
on you
see.
and then just immediately died.
Yeah.
Okay.
That poor bastard.
Oh,
Yeah,
they're in the
and-
street, so I would stay in this little.
No, I want him dead.
It's a little bit easier
the right.
to
Looks like he's wearing a
play this
diaper.
game with like headphones and stuff, because
little
you get a
icon.
lot of like
Oh.
information from where sounds are coming from,
Yeah.
um,
Footsteps.
I'm
and
a-
all
and
that
the
stuff.
sound design is really amazing.
I'm gonna do one more
Oh yeah,
life.
hit period. So if you go to like variant, so if you go to primary actually, so primary is the 3 guns you can get for this class.
Ooh.
I would stick with the shotgun. It's the most
Yeah.
interesting, at least for this one. And then go to variant, and then you can get different kinds of that shotgun. So you can get the trench gun, the riot gun, or the
Duckbill.
duckbill. And then if you go down below variant, you can swap out what kind of ammo you have for it. So right now you have like the big buckshot, or you can go with the smaller buckshot.
Gotcha. I'll stick
So,
with what I've
yeah.
got for default
Big
now, just because I
buckshot.
have no frame of reference. But
yeah, I would go with that one. But most of the guns have like some of that customization. I think the shotgun has the most, but
this is awesome, man. It makes me want to like play this game specifically.
This game's like $20.
super fun. Yeah, and it's cheap.
Yeah, because it's only multiplayer.
It's on Steam, right?
Yeah. It goes
Yeah.
on. It goes on sale regularly too.
Yeah.
Only multiplayer and $20.
Yeah, dude.
Mm-hmm.
None of that single player.
But Black Ops 4 is multiplayer only, and
There
it's
you go.
$60. Explain that to me, Joey.
I'll explain it in one word.
Can't be
Activision.
anything
I tried
racist.
again.
Okay.
Activision.
So hit 4 for me.
Greed.
hit
Games as
it again.
services. Monetization.
So this is a marking smoke grenade. Open up a map for a second. Just like huck it over the front of that building that you're underneath. Like turn around and just throw it over the front. So now you can like mark a position by just throwing that grenade. And that could be like where some of the artillery comes in if the commander
Oh,
decides to
man.
use that point. But that's
squad's
super
like,
useful
"Yo!"
for like
Your forearm is fucked.
attacking bunkers and stuff like that. So you can just run up and like huck one of those grenades into the back and get a decent mark without having to use your binoculars and have like a specific line of sight on it.
Gabe wants to know if we're playing Halo next.
This is Halo.
Yeah, this is Halo, dude.
This is
is
Halo
that-
6.
Come on.
This is the energy sword.
Oh,
There
nice.
go.
You got him. Yep.
Got him, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
There's more.
There's another guy
Nice
right there.
energy sword kill.
Oh, there's two. There's
shit.
two. On the right. On the right.
Got him.
Oh, dude.
This game's also like notorious for
Oh.
doing like double kills where
The arbiter
you
just
both
fucked
run at
you
each
up.
other and you'll both unload
Yeah,
and then you
and
both
the
just like
bullets
fall down
both just hit
dead.
each other.
That's super
You'll
frustrating.
see them both come up. Yeah, like, that literally happened. Oh well, actually, it was a different guy that killed you, but amazing. You did get that guy that you were shooting at the second time.
Oh, cool.
It came up after you died.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and like little kill streaks and stuff like that mean so much more in a game like this.
Why do the kills come later in the feed?
It's just there's always been a delay on it. I'm not really
yeah,
sure
it's
why.
weird. Like literally since the game came out. So and if you look at the top of the screen right now, it's reinforcements. So like it's the same thing as Battlefield, where like every death that you get, it's just a notch in the numbers.
Gotcha.
So you want to try and capture whatever objectives you have to get before you run out of reinforcements.
Are you being tactical? Me
Bear
too.
from the Ravina.
But yeah,
Yeah, fuck yeah, I am.
Yeah, and then
No, you're not on it yet. You'll see it pop
these
up. above
games
you.
Joey,
work a
I'm
lot like
taking
the.
Delta. You are not.
Oh, nice. Headshot.
died.
They work a lot like the Battlefield. I think it's a rush mode.
Machine gunner, go, go, go. Aw.
Oh,
go,
oh,
go,
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 go.
go, go.
Oh,
Yes.
There you go.
So this is only good if you set it up somewhere.
Yeah. So if you,
You
try and
have to
shoot it
find
like
a long avenue and just set it up at the end of it.
but I don't understand where they are.
Nope.
Mr. Castle just
no one does.
fucked.
I got like 4
everyone.
kills. I think.
Yeah, that's a
total.
commander
Yeah.
artillery.
Oh, right.
yeah, that's why I like using the shotgun.
This
'cause
machine gun
There's so much
is
damage in it in like such a
so
small package,
satisfying
like
to
small
get.
area.
I killed
it
that
just
guy
chews
from like
through
what I
walls
thought
and
was like a
stuff.
decent distance too, like across the
You will
street.
get sniped.
Yeah, and like I said, especially if you use the big buck
Yeah,
shot,
somebody
the
got
like
sniped.
range of those shotguns
Oh,
is
yeah.
really
Oh.
good. Especially
That
for
looks like a
game.
nice little hut I can set up in.
Look at your
Maybe?
map. I would go up to that next
Oh,
set of
yeah.
them.
So, like, to
somewhere
the
up in
left
there, yeah.
right, yeah.
Like in one of those bungalows and try and set up in the window and then look forward.
I want to see you get some machine gun
Can you
kills,
vault?
'cause this thing is intense.
Yeah, you can. It's a little. It doesn't.
It's slow. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot faster than running all the way around though.
Oh no! Don't follow me. I'm being dumb.
Uh-oh. Who's that guy?
Hi.
Is that Geralt of Rivia?
That's a weird like.
Okay.
Well,
Obviously
let's
3D,
get out of
but-
here.
Very, very well
It is
textured.
a very well done picture for just some random shit.
If you press
In the
C,
corner
you'll
of the
fold
map.
up your bipod, and then you can just kind of.
Gotcha.
You can use it like handheld, but it's not really
Is that
recommended.
no?
Nope.
That's
Yeah, it's a teammate.
Okay.
What?
Those
What?
beasts.
Yeah, they also have those kind of things where like the AI will just be like, "Here's a bunch of words in a row."
I'm not used to the sensitivity right.
Oh.
Oh,
No, I'm good.
No, you're not.
I'm
Oh,
good.
maybe you are.
yeah.
Save me. Whatever
Recoil in this
deity
game
we
is
saw a
also
picture of a moment
amazing,
ago.
especially on guns at the M60.
Yeah. Just like
'Cause
yeah,
if you,
because
like-
that, half of that was not
Yeah.
you. Just
Yeah, absolutely.
like,
Like you just fire off like a open burst.
In a moment.
1 second, yeah.
yeah, you gotta reload.
See you in 3 minutes.
Just like hold it.
Did that guy die?
So that's like the tighter way because you fold it up the bipod. But if you don't use the bipod, it literally just like keeps rising until you pull it back down.
It's like a rising storm.
Yeah.
Oh.
Exactly like
I
a
see.
rising.
I get what. That's what they got the name
Yeah.
then. Yeah.
This gun specifically in that situation.
In the second game in the series.
Oh.
All that for nothing.
Damn.
Welcome to
I'm
war.
gonna give it one more.
Before I end up having to go back into the control room,
Yeah.
I did want to say thanks to you, Pete, for doing this episode and also doing all the other episodes with us.
yeah. Thank you,
And
Fred.
we all,
Yeah.
I'm sure we all share the same sentiment in wishing you a wonderful move back home and then
Thank you.
also to New York.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Pete's gonna rule the state of New York by the end of the year.
I'm gonna be Governor Cuomo. I'm Cuomo now.
I am Cuomo now.
Oh no!
Look at me.
Uh-oh. Not Pete.
I am the Captain Pete now.
Captain Pete!
No.
Yeah,
Full
shot in the
circle,
left
baby.
Fucking
Zigzag.
one of the,
Zigzag.
So all right, I'll let you guys finish
That's
this
a-
up.
that's a fucking bucket
in there.
I'm gonna jump back in the control room. Let you guys do your closing stuff. I want to see if Colby ends up getting a kill.
I will not. The leaning is weird. I don't
Yeah.
understand.
It's horizontal. It doesn't like.
It doesn't
Yeah.
angle
You
you.
just, like-
You're actually like moving out a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh! That
God
was
damn.
terrifying.
Wait, no. Show me how to actually do this.
So machine gunners are kind
End
of
on
hard.
a high note. Not
sort
just
of-
me running around like a fucking headless chicken.
Yeah, we still got another 7 minutes.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
You know,
People
that's how
also,
it's
I think we
done.
confuse people. This is not Halo.
Yeah.
This is Halo Wars.
Yeah, this is Halo Wars, which is a modern take on Halo.
It's a Vietnam
It's
take
a
on Halo.
first-person shooter RTS hybrid. I want more of those. Have you
you
guys
ever-
ever played the game Savage?
No.
It was this really cool, like, it was like one of those, kind of like Natural Selection where it's like a monstrous team versus a human team, but it
Yeah.
was like magical creatures versus humans. And so every player on the field was like a player who would like choose a class and would go around and kill creeps. It was kind of like a first-person MOBA.
Yep.
But then there was also an Overlord.
Yeah, so that's the Napalm Strike.
That's the napalm strike. There was also an overlord who would build buildings and like find objectives and like tell people where to go for like missions, and then also tell people where to gather for fights and all that kind of stuff. But every unit they were controlling was a player who was like running around doing stuff for them. It was super fun and it had a super small community. And then it died because they made Heroes of New Earth. That's the MOBA that's based on the Savage universe.
Oh, okay.
Yep, which is really sad.
Because I know Heroes of New Earth. I've never
Savage
heard
was such a cool game, and it just got no support. Anyway,
Wasn't there? Fuck, what was that game that was like an RTS, FPS, sci-fi? Was it-
Natural Selection 2.
No, it was a spin-off of an existing franchise. Was it Eve? Did Eve try that, or was it something else?
Eve had a first-person shooter.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
was
Just
it called?
514.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
I
Yeah,
used to play that a
what
lot.
was
I love
thinking
that
of.
I
idea.
played that a lot. My dad gave me an Orbital Strike one time, and it was super cool because you could connect to Eve Online, and if the player that was in
Yeah.
Eve was above your planet, you could like ask for an Orbital Strike during the match, and they would send it down from their Eve ship, and it
That's
would
like-
come down as a laser in the game. It was the coolest thing.
Yeah, that's like
and then
my
they
favorite.
just stopped supporting it, but they
I-
stopped supporting it so they could work on a next generation version of it.
Didn't they just come out with the
I can
other
see
Eve game though?
They came out with
Meals-
like a pilot one.
Oh, okay.
I can see Meals in the control room getting really excited about something,
Yeah, bring us up.
and I know what it is.
We're playing for another hour and a half, and it's our Eve episode.
Oh no!
Just kidding.
And you're gonna do nothing.
Yeah.
Fuel scoop.
We thank everybody for watching Pete's last episode as he continues to play.
thank you very much.
But before we all go, we got a little something that Meals cooked up that we're gonna play. I don't know if he's got it ready, but it's gonna just
got it ready.
he's just gonna take over. Pete, you
Yeah.
pause your game
Yeah,
and
you
check
should.
this out.
This is for you.
Oh, we got another question.
What?
What is the home button's stance on the royal wedding? I don't care.
I love suits.
I like Meghan Markle's.
It's been 7 hours and 15 days since you
This
took
is what's called a logo. Usually
Yeah.
companies or businesses or sometimes games will have them, and they'll put them in the front so you know what game you're playing when you first start it up. You don't have to interact with it at all. You can just watch it.
all day since you took your love away.
I bought this game literally 10 minutes in, purchased this car with every single dollar I had in it. I was like, I don't care what I have to do, I don't care what the rest of the game is about, I don't care what's going on. It's literally a Dodge Challenger with 50 cals mounted to the roof.
Whomever I choose, nothing compares. Nothing compares to you, and nothing compares.
Thank God.
Compares to you.
Nothing compares to you, Pete.
God.
So
That was amazing. Thank you guys.
Sandman says I love you, Pete.
no,
I
he
love
said
you too.
I love you, Pete.
Oh, I love you too.
But yeah.
man, thank you,
Anyway,
guys.
next episode, what we're gonna be playing. No, I'm kidding. But thanks for having fun with us and playing all these weird ass games with us all this time. All that jumping around and laughing made me realize how warm it is in here.
It is quite warm.
I don't know if you guys can see the sheen on my forehead.
Oh, it's growing.
Look at it. Oh, the Italian enemy's coming out. But anyway, our next episode. What's today's date? 24th.
Yep.
What is 24 plus 14?
I mean,
Yeah, but
the
in-
next
but
month,
in the
that's
date.
not how that works.
Our next episode's in June. Follow us on Twitter, Home Button TV, in order to see when we're going to be doing that episode. Also, follow us on or subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on Twitch if you're watching us live. We live stream this. If you're watching on Channel 15, you could be watching it
Way
live
earlier.
on the internet, way earlier,
interact.
and you can interact June 7th. June 7th is the next
I'm
episode.
sorry.
June
What does that say?
It says you imbecile. You spelled imbecile wrong.
Yeah.
This is what you can
imbecile.
yell at me in chat if you wanted to join us live at twitch.tv/homebuttontv. You can always watch our episodes on YouTube, Home Button Official. That's the important
You can
distinction.
always watch our episodes.
I looked up Home Button
Constantly.
TV on YouTube, and it's some guy who's not us. Forget that guy.
Oh, it's me.
Don't want to know it's not you. It's some European dude who's not Pete. So follow us, Home Button TV, Home Button Official. June 7th is our next episode. I don't know what we're going to play, but based on our track record, it's probably going to be a really difficult to show off sandbox. So
We
we'll
might
let
not
you
have
know.
it ready to go when we start the show.
We may not have it ready to go, but
knows?
we're going to have a great time playing it, and I hope that you join us next time. Meals?
I think that's a touchdown.
That's a touchdown, baby.